What do upper gut issues and the solar plexus have in common? Now, I posted to my stories asking what you want to learn more about, and there's some things that I can post a quick reel about. There's other ones that I have to speak out to give you more context, and there's others that are going to have to go on the Art of Listening to Your Body podcast. So make sure you stay tuned and look out for your responses. This is combining two people's questions. The upper gut, stomach area like heartburn, indigestion, gastritis, stomach ulcers. And there was someone else who was asking about a funny sensation from their chest to solar plexus area. So I love this because I actually focus a lot more about the location that is affected than I do on the disease state. So the stomach area or the solar plexus area is that area just below your chest, around the diaphragm and above your belly button. Now, whenever you're experiencing anything physical, I always like you to ask the question of when did this come on and what was going on in my life at that point in time to maybe tip my body over the edge that it has to manifest this undesirable symptom. What is the message it has for me? And on a higher level, I want to give you a little bit more insight into the solar plexus and the upper gut area, which might trigger some memories for you. And these memories, these events that come up for you are the things that you actually need to process on. And that is what I teach people, is how to process their emotions. So let me dive in and you can tune into this. I'll also say that most people that I work with get stuck around this area. So if you're very familiar with the chakra system, there's 7 chakras. The first one is the base chakra, then we move into the sacral, and then the solar plexus is where most people meet resistance. The solar plexus, this upper gut area, governs emotions around stepping into your identity, to be able to speak that truth that is inside of you. But one of the demons that holds us back is usually the fear of criticism and judgment. Now, you might hear me say this about other body parts as well, in particular the skin, and the same goes for this area. I almost feel like it's one of those processes of life that we just move through, is that we know what we've got to step into, but resistance shows up. And for this particular area, the gut and the solar plexus, it's a fear of criticism and judgment. The other thing that might help you is that it can be because of experiences with people in a position of power that you have stored these emotions around. It could be some interactions with people who are in a position of authority and you didn't have a pleasant interaction with them. It can also be the judgment that you cast on people because they are seemingly coming from a place of ego. And there's this great saying that when you judge someone else, you're actually having 3 fingers pointing back at you, pointing one finger at them, 3 fingers pointing back at you. And this is an experience that I have been through, is that I was once very much the person that judged. And instead of putting all my energy into what people were doing wrong and what they could do better, I decided to channel that energy and create my own thing to do it better in my own way. And I learnt that that was not a match for everyone. And criticism and judgment came. And that is something that I just have to walk with. I just have to learn how to handle it because it actually doesn't go away, I'm sorry to say. So hopefully from listening to this about the gut and the solar plexus, it has triggered some memories for you that you could dive deeper into. And of course, if you're actually keen to learn how it is I teach people to process their emotions, then have a read of the caption and I'll direct you as to where you can find more information.